for 2 years. Jaidyn wasn't homeless one fucking day. So it's difference, it's levels. You might have 4 million followers, you might have 1 million followers. But if you got 1 million solid motherfuckers who really give a fuck about you and your kids, that's what you want.
Hey my buddies, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you. If you're one of the new subscribers, the channel is going up right now and I appreciate and love y'all so much. If you want to see something other than random ratchet drama from Krishan and Blueface, I do have a new travel vlog that I just posted of me and my buddies in Amsterdam. So anyway, let's just get straight to the tea. Y'all see Karlissa is going in on Krishan in one of her lives, and I do have more clips of that live at the end, and there's been a lot going on, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Big shout out to Ruby Kai and Royalties World, because that's where I got my clips from today. So you can see Karlissa is responding to the messages that Krishan put up on her story that I posted yesterday. And she said she's so happy Journey and Javon not seeing their dad after 2 years. God bless her and her child. And I totally agree. Like I said in the last video, I think Blueface was out of pocket for allowing Krishan to come around on their first day. No disrespect to Junior, but can you imagine how Javon feels? He was old enough to remember and know what's going on, missing his dad. And then the first day you get to see him not in jail, he shows up with Krishan and a random baby you've never met in your life. Like, taking away from your attention. I just feel like they were totally out of pocket for that. So then she said, son, no, he ain't special. Your lips is infected, 304. Because y'all know she got them bum bumps on her lip. And then Jaidyn posted the clip from Kevin Hart talking about bum bumps yesterday. And then Karlissa said, I don't care if she go to church 7 days a week. I don't want her to touch me. And I totally agree with that. I feel like Krishan be doing spells and witchcraft. That's why you have to touch people. You have to harvest their essence and their energy sometimes to do certain stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She showed more of the footage from Sixot, and y'all, I'm definitely going to subscribe to watch this episode because it looks like a hot mess. I still can't tell if it's staged or not. If it is, they all have a special place and you know where, but let's get into the clip from Sixot.
Why are you yelling at, talking to me about it?
You and Jaidyn fixed it after court, right?
Right, immediately.
Ooh, not Jovan sitting right there in the middle of all this.
Right, Bodine? Immediately. Because the kids.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
When he started, it's a problem for me to pull up.
Oh, you happy today?
Nigga, no, you know his daddy like.
Right.
You did not touch him. You told me not to.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, Mr. Southall over there protecting Karlissa. He don't play about her, I could tell.
Yeah, just PSA, I didn't approve for no crackhead to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's in the same place when I arrive. I'm on the way.
If the proof is in the pudding, where?
I love my son. I beat the out of you.
Okay, we'll do it then. We wait. Slide her way. Let her get this ass whooping. She been waiting on it. Come on over here.
Okay, so y'all see it's a lot more juicy than the original clip from my first video of the trailer, but I completely agree with Ruby Kai. Like, why are y'all doing all of this in front of the kids? Krishan is just disgusting and demonic. And then I showed y'all that video where Junior was finally standing up on his own, and Karlissa said, tell her to show a video of him doing it before and we'll believe her. And then she said, when the episode comes out, you will see it's impossible until he gets in that crib and does it for his father. And then she said, if you're not obsessed with your son, I'm blocking you. We know you smoke and drank and never went for prenatal care, which we all saw that. She was 5 months still drinking Hennessy, talking about she could get an AB the next day. And then speaking of not being obsessed with your son, she has this whole little setup for Blue to come in and get a pedicure. Mind you, she didn't even shut the nail shop down. There was other people in there getting their nails done while she's setting up balloons, flyers, and flowers for Blue. This girl is slow. And according to Karlissa and them, she didn't even have a car seat for Junior, which I completely believe, because in this picture of Papa Blue with Junior, which makes me feel like Karlissa was telling the truth when she said she ran off and left the baby with Papa Blue nails and he ain't have nothing for the baby. If y'all look at this stroller, this is like the top part, car seat. If you look at the car seat, it's the top part of the stroller, and I guess they just sat it in the car. And Krishan, everything she's getting is her own karma. Here's a couple of clips of her talking about Jaidyn and her kids, and then we're gonna get into the Twitter rants because Krishan went on Twitter, Blueface went on Twitter, and then Jaidyn went on Twitter to respond to Krishan's threats. And then at the end, I'll show y'all the clips of Karlissa's live. But here go Krishan, raggedy ass.
They don't know. Your kids do not know the Lord first. Let's start there. Your kids don't know the Lord. They know how to post up with their dick in the camera though, with their tongues out. And then you like to play with your son for clout. Don't ever ask my son, is he gay? And then that dumb. Like, she's just dumb. She cool for you for clout and money, but allowing you to disrespect her kids in front of her. She weird. Why? Because I'm gonna go to jail for mine.
She actually went to jail for running around behind Blueface, left her baby at a courthouse, and then was in jail for so long she missed her baby's first birthday. But I guess that's neither here nor there. And then for her to have the nerve to call Jaidyn dumb.
They don't know. Your kids do not know the Lord first. Let's start there. Your kids don't know the Lord. They know how to post up with their dick in the camera though, with their tongues out. And then you like to
If your child has used Roblox.
For y'all. So, okay, and like I said, I don't know if these are all in order, and bear with me, y'all, because you know they mamas didn't have them hooked on phonics, so they can't write. Anyway, Krishan said, Blue playing both sides. First, he watching them go out of pocket and ain't say nothing. Then when my baby showed that he can stand on his own, he's saying, oh, now he's standing. Boy, stop playing with me, B. He ain't standing because of you being home for 24 hours, B. That's me working with him day and night off camera. Girl, stop lying. You literally gave birth on camera. So I feel like with the whole world dragging you, why wouldn't you show that you're actually trying to do something on camera? Anyway, y'all don't want my son. Y'all want the benefits that come with him, and that's clout. No, you use your baby for clout. F that whole side. F Blue. F that whole side. I gave that ish the benefit of the doubt. It's a trap from the devil. Y'all, they trying to kill me. Krishan said it's all a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. He said, Jaidyn, I don't know what's up with you, but watch your mouth. I don't want to see you in harm's way, all because of your bitter and sour heart. Girl, is this of the Lord? Karlissa even showing the messages between her and Blue, like how you took his kids from him just to ask for $1,000 through her. He just got out. He don't got to give you nothing. How you take a man's kids, then turn around and ask him for money right after he comes home. 2 years in prison. He took us out he took us out on his last, and y'all know he's never really on his last, but that's not the point. It's just bitter and evil behavior. She's always calling this. Side note, Krishan gives Trump a little bit, like just projecting anything she do, she say somebody else is doing. She's dumb and delusional. Anyway, where was I at? Just bitter and evil behavior. Before Blue left, he left Jaidyn with a career, a car, and his chains. He didn't even do that for me. That's because Jaidyn is his baby mom. She's so delusional. Jaidyn was with him when he was Jonathan Porter. Jaidyn was with him in high school. They met in high school. Like, she's so crazy. Anyway, he didn't even do that for me. And I still showed up that first year. Even when I gave up, I can still appreciate that he never held it against me and still wanted to be a daddy to Sonny. And this whole changing his name shit, which there's more of this coming up. Krishan's on a rant. She's really getting on my nerves. Like, girl, you don't got nothing better to do. But how you just change your son's name every so often? But if y'all notice, Krishan never really says Junior, or his name or anything. She's always like the baby, our baby, your son. But I don't think she has a real connection with him because she never really says his name like that. Anyway, then she said, I turned my replies and repost off on Twitter because I said what I said and I don't need no response. Then she said, y'all ain't gonna see me at all unless I see a change with Blue, his mama, and everything that come with that side. I'm standing dolo. It's too much fight. It's too much lame stuff going on. I got no motives. I just came as I am. You are throwed off though. But check this out, y'all. Getting clouded the fuck out. It's crazy. She says, stop the indirect tweet, address me by saying my name, and stop that childish nonsense. And Jaidyn's about to in just a moment. We're coming up on it. My name is Krishan. My son name, this bitch, my son name is Krishan Jesus Porter. Krishan Jesus, baby Jesus, Sonny, not Junior, not CJ, not anything you think of, but what his parents calls him. Thank you. This hoe's slow. I rebuke the circus and circus act. We are the church. The circus is for the clowns and the fools. You see the lack of self-awareness for her not to know that she is both of the things she just said. Blue, if you the head, lead correctly. Don't play with anyone that's assigned to you. If you gonna unlock anyone for favor through your favor, do it with honor and love. Girl, what about this whole circus act has been honorable? She's so crazy. Not exploitation and not exploitation / dysfunctional. I think she meant to say dysfunctionality, but that's probably beyond her vocabulary. It's not smart and it's hurtful to the people that's following your lead. This isn't our chessboard, it's Yahweh's. Girl, her in this chess. At least she spelled it right today. Then she said, I'm done with socials for a minute. It's too many vultures and leeches to address, and I'm a human. Leave me alone, for real. Bye. Thanks, girl. Thank you. Shut up. Ugh. Anyway, so then Jaidyn responded, and she kept it real short and cute, and I appreciate that about her. So Jaidyn said, Krishan, I know you're coming down now and want to process things 3 days later, but thank you for putting a threat in writing. I never asked him or nobody for money the entire time he been gone. Please show me a message where I did. You still asking to stay on people's couch. Karlissa did say she was sleeping on his couch. Your kid using toys and furniture I brought over there after all this time. Me and him haven't spoke before or after he got out. I know you want me to be bitter because in your heart you envious that you gotta bark at the door to be let in, and God opens doors for me. I would be mad too. That might explain why you was trying to put my kids on live more than you posted your own kid. Envy. Bitter would have been me saying they couldn't go at all. I came and got my kids because an incompetent person was around without my consent or presence. But what or how I parent should never be in your main concern when you should be taking notes. It clocked it because Krishan, we could say things about Jaidyn, but for the most part, she's a good mom. She's way, way, way better of a mom than Krishan will ever be. And then Jaidyn had a couple little more things to say. Pretty and petty as F. This dumb broad said I'm asking for money when she the one told us they had to pawn his shit. What the hell? Remember when Krishan was saying they pawned his jewelry? I got actual things to do today. Have a blessed day, everyone. And Jaidyn exited the chat. But of course, Karlissa had to come through defending her. And Karlissa is crazy. She said, Jaidyn is the last person you should threaten walking around in LA. These Mexicans will slay you where you stand, especially after you unalived one of them. It's not okay to threaten people because y'all remember Ronnie and Krishan unalived Geronimo, rest in peace, that Hispanic man. Karlissa's gonna say, I'm looking for a female friend for Jaidyn to make sure no doo-doo mamas put their hands on her. Must be from LA and off parole to travel. Y'all, Karlissa is crazy. I'll be holding auditions for Jaidyn's new sidekicks. Must be able to travel, no parole or probation. DM me for screening. Jaidyn would never ask him for money. I told my son to give her some for our family trip. The F is she reading your mama's messages for? She's obsessed with me. Then she said she took my son to an appointment but didn't take hers. She's talking about the pedicure thing I showed y'all earlier. Her son needs she said life-threatening, but I think she meant to say life-saving surgery. And she walked out of the hospital thinking he's going to grow out of it. I think she might be talking about the hernia and stuff because it was really bad. Her sister said she signed a paper saying she don't give a F about the surgery and the hospital is not responsible, y'all. The baby is in serious need of help and she playing with my son's feet. My son over there trying to save the baby life, y'all. Krishan it might have a foot fetish. She do seem to be into feet. Then Karlissa said, "That's right, son. Check these 304s about your mama. You don't read my messages to my son. Who the F you think I am? We ain't going to see you until you learn to respect yourself, your son and his mother. F out of here. I'm finna read y'all Blueface's messages. Now give her 1K for a hotel for her son. Don't let the doorknob hit you. This episode drops Friday." Karlissa crazy. We gonna have to all tune in to her little Patreon 6 on Friday. Okay, so like I said, Blueface entered the chat, and if I'm missing something or got it out of order, I'm so sorry, y'all. It was a lot going on. So he said, "I got out thinking I had a girlfriend, Angela, but I guess nothing is ever really locked in. So now I'm back on the prowl for something serious. Both of my BMs left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I was out today, they'd still be effing off." When he says that, that's like a pimp and hoe term. That's why he keeps saying that. When you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off D and balls. Everybody want to hold you down when you up, but nobody want to hold you up when you down. Okay, isms. Blueface swear he a pimp. He said, "I don't care about D&P activities. That's not holding it down. Holding it down is making sure your dude incarcerated has the max. He can go to the store on his books. Once you put whatever you got going over that, that's officially when you become," and there's the F word again, in my eyes. "It literally costs $300 a month to go to store." And then I think he said, "Dang, B can't even do that." "Just off the strength, you eat at my table no more." And then he put the circus tent up. And then he said, "That last tweet made my stomach hurt all over again. $300 a month. I thought I was for sure good for that at best." Lastly, he said, "Krishan looked out for me more than Jaidyn, though, just to keep it all the way 100. That's why I halfway respect her." Halfway is crazy. "Probably got a good 7-8 months out of her, and I appreciate that. But Jaidyn effed off first week," which I don't think that's true, because Jaidyn was going back and forth up there for a while, taking them kids and stuff, and he can't blame her. Nobody told him to go crash out and do that stuff. And then Krishan was like, "Oh God, bro, I'm just gonna focus on my baby, bro," which you should have been doing that for the last 2 years. So that's all I got, buddies. Here go a little bit more of Karlissa spilling the tea. I love you guys so much. I know this video was a little bit longer, but the circus had a lot going on today, and I just wanted to put it in one video for y'all. I love you, buddies. Have a good day. Bye.
Say nothing bad to John. They don't have no problems. Me and John don't have no problems. I don't know what they talking about or why they still talking. But this family's not going to be divided over anything she complains about. We're not going to fight with each other. We're not going to argue with each other. We're going to be peaceful in this family, and we're going to move forward. Wish her nothing but the best of luck. Okay, guys? But this family, we will not be you have not seen any one of us attack each other or argue with each other, and we will not. In the name of Jesus, we will not attack each other. While we handle this situation, we will not attack each other for you, baby. That's done. Okay? You done been out here looking toes and balls and got your walls all falling apart. We will not be fighting over crumbs. We will not do it.
Oh my God.
But you enjoy, and we're so thankful. We're all watching John with the baby, and we're all loving it. All of us over here are loving John, doing an amazing job with the baby like we taught him to do. Thank y'all. Have a good these kids over here.
Remember late nights cruising and wasn't nothing to it. Flicking up the shit, we about to make a movie.